One of the biggest unsolved mysteries in One Piece is, what is Kuzan's real goal in joining Blackbeard? Is he staying with Blackbeard for the long run, or will he stab Blackbeard in the back? But what if I told you that there is pieces of evidence that you have definitely missed that prove that Kuzan is a double agent? Yes, not only do I think that Kuzan is a Straw Hat spy, but I also think he's a Shanks spy, and by the end of the video you will definitely join the agenda, my agenda, this agenda train where Kuzan is a spy, a double spy. Let me give you one piece of genius foreshadowing laid out by Oda that you've definitely missed, that definitely hints that Kuzan being a Straw Hat spy is almost guaranteed. Because did you catch it? The inverse has already happened. There was already a Blackbeard spy on the Straw Hat crew. Does that ring any bells? Yes, I'm talking about Caribou. From Fishman Island all the way to Egghead, Caribou acted as a Blackbeard double agent, gathering information on the ancient weapons for Blackbeard, meaning Blackbeard is definitely going to raid Fishman Island for Poseidon and he's going to raid Wano for Pluton, meaning that because of Caribou, Blackbeard now has the upper hand on the Straw Hat Pirates in terms of dominating the new world. Because of Caribou, the Blackbeard Pirates have now tipped the balancing scales and has won up to the Straw Hats. So what if this was a setup and foreshadowing of Kuzan doing the reverse of that? A Straw Hat spy within Blackbeard's crew this time, the complete opposite, gathering information on their plans and their goals to claim the ancient weapons that Caribou relayed to them. The information that Caribou worked so hard on gathering for Blackbeard will now get relayed back to the Straw Hats because of Kuzan. Essentially, a spy taking out another spy. I believe that the person he is sending all this information to is Nico Robin through the Denden Mushi, who he is now on very good terms with and has a long history with. Nico Robin and Kuzan, their storylines are interconnected, and I know what you're thinking. If that's the case, why hasn't Nico Robin mentioned anything about Kuzan? Well, Nico Robin is a woman who holds many secrets close to her chest. I mean, she still hasn't revealed what she learned with the Revolutionary Army. Why hasn't she told Luffy about meeting his literal dad, Dragon? Oda intentionally keeps Robin quiet about certain information. I mean, we still don't know everything that she's read on the poneglyphs. So picture this. If Kuzan is sending information to Robin that because of Caribou, Blackbeard now knows the location of Poseidon, Fishman Island, and is now heading towards there. Maybe this is where Luffy destroys Fishman Island, as was predicted by Madame Charlie, by intercepting Blackbeard because of Kuzan's information. And isn't that just convenient? The pieces are already in play because Sanji, this is his perfect time to rescue Pudding from Blackbeard if they clash at Fishman Island, knocking out two birds with one stone here. And if Mosa is Shirahoshi, then Loki finally gets to meet Shirahoshi or Mosa. So 3 birds with one? Wait, is that even the right saying? You know what I mean. Also, did you catch it? Blackbeard's mom, Eris, looks just like Nico Robin and Olvia, suggesting a fated connection between Blackbeard and Robin all this time. This may suggest that Eris actually betrayed Blackbeard, as crazy as that sounds. It's hard to believe that Blackbeard would get raised by a good-natured mother and still end up evil. Also, do you remember why Shanks visited Wano? Yes, it was because he feared Blackbeard might show up to take Pluton. But here's the real question. How on earth did he know that? Kuzan is most likely the answer. Even Burgess famously said, "I don't trust that Kuzan. I don't trust that Kuzan." And he said this even before the Wano arc. If I was to ask you what is Blackbeard's most defining trait in battle, it would be that he loves to attack people or groups when they are already weakened, such as what he did to Whitebeard. And Wano was in a similar position as Whitebeard himself. Literally the perfect opportunity for Blackbeard to attack. Kaido and Big Mom defeated, gone, done. Luffy and the Straw Hats tired and fatigued. The Scabbards tired and fatigued, meaning that the borders became more vulnerable to break and release Pluton. But then, conveniently enough, Shanks randomly shows up, suspecting Blackbeard's arrival. The only person who would leak this is Kuzan, and let me tell you why it would be Kuzan. Because Shanks acts as a bridge between the pirate world and the Celestial Dragon, the world government world. He was born and raised on a pirate ship, but then lived a few years in the Holy Land as a Holy Knight under Garling. So it is likely that Kuzan already has a good relationship with Shanks. Even the Marines respect Shanks. Look at how Sengoku spoke to him, literally Kuzan's boss at that time. Oh, because it's you, Shanks, we will allow it this time. And lastly, the final bit of evidence is this panel, because both Blackbeard and Kuzan are going after the One Piece. If Kuzan was truly loyal to Blackbeard, then Kuzan wouldn't need to be here as a separate candidate. It's not like Oda shows Zoro separately from Luffy or Ben Beckman separately from Shanks, but Kuzan, Oda intentionally isolates him here, almost as if Kuzan's goals are fundamentally separate from Blackbeard's goals. This singular panel feels like foreshadowing that Kuzan was never truly on Blackbeard's side to begin with. All of this together has led me to one conclusion: Kuzan is a Straw Hat and Shanks spy. So did I convince you to join the agenda? Either way, definitely leave your comments down below as to what you think Kuzan's real motivations are. And thank you to my members, Cats Ate My Family, Uso Timor, and Mr. Bushido 56. If you like this video, then definitely check out this one over here, and I'll see you there.